Welcome to our first episode of Next Gen Studio, the show for architecture and AEC leaders who want to build smarter companies, not just beautiful buildings. Here, we explore the real business challenges architecture firms face today and connect them with AI powered solutions that drive growth, efficiency, and measurable results. In every episode, we'll look at market trends, revenue opportunities, and the leadership shifts needed to scale a modern firm. Because if you're here, you're likely building on the passion, but you're also hungry for impact and scalability. Today, we're having an honest conversation about where the architecture industry really stands compared to the rest of the world. We'll look at the operational bottlenecks that keep a 20% firm from becoming a 50% firm. And we'll talk about the one area architects avoid until it's too late. Building a predictable client acquisition system. If you're an innovator, a strategic thinker, or simply someone tired of losing profit to inefficiencies and admin work, this episode is for you. Let's dive in. We start with a reality check. Only 6% of architects regularly use AI for their jobs. I want you to look outside our industry for a moment. Look at medicine, look at e commerce, look at finance. About 40% of primary care physicians report daily use of AI powered tools. 77% of e commerce professionals use AI every day. 59% of financial teams already integrated AI into their operations. In those words, AI isn't a future goal. It's the standard. Algorithms are predicting market shifts before they happen. Chatbots are resolving customer service tickets in milliseconds. Now, look at architecture. We are industry of innovators. We adopted CAD, we adopted BIM. We are currently working with parametric design. But when it comes to the business of architecture, we are moving at a glacial pace. Why is that? It usually comes down to a misconception. We think AI can't replicate the human creativity. And you know what? You're right. The problem is while we are protecting the art, we are neglecting the operations and the revenue. We are letting ourselves drown in manual data while other industries are automating it. The gap is widening, and the firms that are closing it are adopting data driven insights and automated workflows. It's not about replacing the architect. It's about empowering the architect to stop being an administrator or a drafter and become a business leader. AI driven analytics lead to reduced overruns, predictable schedules, and improved gross margin. Firms remove dry spells in revenue by stabilizing their inbound pipeline through AI. So, what does the current challenges look like on a Tuesday morning in your office? Every hour your senior architect spends fixing coordination issues is 80 to 120 bucks lost. Every mispriced proposal costs you between 10 to 30% of your margin, and every late drawing revision creates liability exposure. I researched the most common challenges of architecture firms. Whether you have 5 employees or 50, the headaches seem to be the same. Architectural firms are facing increasing pressure from every direction. Talent shortages that force them to turn down projects, constant schedule disruptions from unreliable crews, rising costs they can't offset with higher fees, and the ongoing struggle to price work accurately in a shifting market. Cash flow becomes unpredictable as payments lag, while payroll and subcontractor invoices remain fixed. Leaders spend their days firefighting instead of steering the business, while critical project information is scattered across disconnected tools, creating delays, mistakes, and rework. Teams inconsistently adopt BIM or modern tech, leaving firms stuck between analog habits and digital expectations. And even when leaders want to modernize, they lack the time, skills, and clarity to choose the right systems, resulting in duplicated data entry, fragmented workflows, and costly operational inefficiencies that hold the entire company back. Based on this data, several core challenges consistently show up across firms, and each one directly connects to the increasing pressure you're experiencing in a shifting market. Pain point one. Project management is reactive, not proactive. With talent shortages and constant schedule disruptions, firms often realize a project is running over budget or off track only when it's already too late. The AI solution, AI driven analytics transform this by tracking project velocity in real time and flagging risks before they become expensive problems. This turns firefighting into forward planning and creates effortless project control. Pain point two, fragmented workflows. Teams jump between tools for chat, email, drawing, site updates, billing, and task management. And with rising workloads and tight margins, this Frankenstein system make delays, errors, and miscommunication almost inevitable. The AI solution, streamlined communication ecosystems. AI can summarize meetings, auto generate task lists, and instantly integrate client feedback into the scope, removing friction and keeping everyone aligned. Pain point three, reinventing the wheel for every project. With pricing pressure, fluctuating costs, and limited time, starting from scratch on every new job drains capacity and cuts into profitability. The AI solution, customizable templates powered by your historical data. AI analyzes your last successful projects to generate baseline schedules, cost expectations, and resource plans in seconds, giving you a smarter, faster starting point that adapts to the market. The solution directly addresses the pain point of pricing projects, especially when scope or cost shift mid project. By leveraging real time data and predictive analysis with AI automated estimating and change order analysis, the system uses AI to rapidly generate precise cost estimates. It works by analyzing design models such as BIM data and comparing them against a vast database of historical project costs, current labor rates, and real time material market data. This provides a highly accurate baseline price. When the project scope or cost inevitably shift mid project, the AI instantly analyzes the impact of these changes on the original cost and schedule. This allows the firm to generate accurate, defensible change orders immediately, ensuring they capture the correct revenue for the additional work and maintain profitability. This is how you move from surviving to scaling. You need to shift your mindset. Intuitive tools are out there, and you don't need to be a coder to use them. You just need the willingness to integrate them. Think about it. If you could reclaim 30% of your week that is currently lost to email and scheduling, what would you do with that time? You'd design, you'd innovate, you do the work you are actually supposed to do. Now, let's pivot to the lifeblood of your firm, new business. For decades, architecture ran on the golf course model. You knew a guy who knew a real estate developer who needed a building. It was word of mouth. It was slow. And frankly, it's dying. We're entering the era of the digital authority. Here is where architecture is missing the mark significantly. We tend to treat social media as a portfolio archive. We post a pretty picture of a finished building saying project complete and walk away. Here is how AI changes the game for client acquisition. AI tools can analyze market trends to tell you where the next boom is happening before the RFPs go out. If you're a specialist and sustainable retrofits, AI can help identify every property owner in your city with a building over 50 years old. That is actionable data. That is a warm lead. Don't just wait for the phone to ring. Use data intelligence to make it ring. Ivy Forum's 2025 guide on lead gen for architects has solid data-based benchmarks for digital performance. Companies that blog attract 55% more website visitors. Content marketing generates 3 times more leads per dollar than traditional advertising and costs 62% less. Professional photography can lead to 94% increase in engagement. Companies with 30 plus landing pages generate 7 times more leads than those with only 1 to 5 pages. Business networks like LinkedIn or Xing are the most widely used. 46% of all architects use them often or sometimes. When you look at only at the often usage, Instagram slightly beats LinkedIn. 17% of architects say they use Instagram often versus 60% for LinkedIn. For architecture, Instagram and LinkedIn are highlighted as engines for visibility, credibility, and client acquisition, not just pretty pictures. Architects are not just scrolling for inspiration, they are using social media as a visibility tool and as a relationship channel. Europe is catching up with a US phenomenon called branding. LinkedIn active founders and companies already attract more attention, trust, and leads. People buy from people, and social media algorithms prioritize engagement and human connection. AI will be one of your best teammates to help you scale your thought leadership on social media. Use it to structure your articles. Use it to analyze what content your ideal client are engaging with. Use it as your social media assistant or content and email writer. Over 68% of businesses say that maintaining brand consistency has played a significant role in achieving 10% or higher revenue growth. Because architecture is a high trust, high ticket service, strong, consistent brand means higher perceived value, means permission to charge more and attract better fit projects. What branding means for architecture firms in practice. Branding is not just a logo, it's the story, positioning, and visuals that explain who you are, what you stand for, and which type of client and project you are for. I would summarize the key takeaway when it comes to building the brand of a company like this. In a world where most architects still look the same online, a clear brand story and consistent visual identity become your unfair advantage. It's how a project developer or homeowner decides I trust you in under 30 seconds. The firms that stay consistently booked don't rely on luck or one marketing channel. They build a system. First, they own a clear niche and use targeted SEO to attract the right clients. Second, they create a strong online presence. Third, they shape content that moves people forward. Project walkthroughs, before after stories, and short educational clips with clear next steps. And fourth, they build a relationship that keeps opportunities flowing by partnering with builders, developers, and local communities. The companies that win combine these four shifts: niche presence, action driven content, and strategic relationships. We've covered a lot of ground today. We looked at the gap between architecture and other industries. We dived into how customizable solutions and data driven insights can fix your operational mess. And we looked at why you need to stop treating marketing like a dirty word. Here is my challenge for you today. Identify one bottleneck in your firm. It is the proposal process? Is it client communication? Is it the handoff between design and documentation? Find that bottleneck and then ask yourself, Is there a tool that solves this? Because the technology exists, the scalable solutions are on the market. The only valuable left is your decision. Empower your design process. Stop settling for how we've always done it. If you want to dig deeper into the strategies we discussed today, check the show notes. Until the next time, keep building, keep innovating, and keep moving forward.